Boulder's top stories this week. A citizen advisory group makes recommendations for the West TSA. Council considers a proposal regarding underage drinking. The city gears up for Winter Bike to Work Day. And an eco-friendly way to dispose of your Christmas tree. Hi, I'm Jennifer Jacobs. After more than a year of study, the Community Collaborative Group met for the last time on January 6th in an effort to reach some final agreements about trail use in the West Trail study area. This final meeting included a new, more comprehensive recommendation about where horses should be allowed. The West Trail study area, often referred to as the West TSA, lies west of Broadway from Linden Avenue south to El Dorado Springs Drive. When the advisory group released its initial recommendations at the end of November, members had agreed that horses should be allowed on most trails east of the Mesa Trail, but they could not agree on whether horses should be allowed west of the Mesa Trail, where steep terrain makes it more difficult for horses to travel. In December, equestrians made it clear that they want to keep their historic access to all of the trails in the area. While many equestrians agreed with the Community Advisory Group's concerns that some trails are not appropriate for horses, they said they wanted to retain the opportunity to make the decision about which trails to ride. After hearing this feedback, all 15 members of the advisory group agreed to move a recommendation forward that permits horses on some trails west of Mesa Trail, acknowledging that many of these trails are designed for hikers. The next step will be the Community Collaborative Group presenting its final recommendations to the Open Space Board of Trustees on January 19th. Open Space staffers will take an entire package of trail and trail use recommendations, including both the advisory groups and staff's recommendations, to the board in February. The ultimate decision for usages in the West Trail study area will rest with the City Council. Council is expected to address this issue in the spring. City Council is in the process of deciding whether it's appropriate to require underage drinkers who are ticketed but not convicted to wait a year before they can ask the court to seal their records of the ticket. Under Boulder's current ordinance, anyone who receives a minor in possession ticket is required to adhere to this waiting period, even if the defendant is acquitted, not prosecuted, or receives a deferred judgment. A deferred judgment is an agreement by prosecutors not to file charges if a defendant agrees to a series of conditions. These conditions often include alcohol treatment classes and other rehabilitation type efforts designed to prevent someone from breaking the law again. If the defendant lives up to the agreement, there's no official conviction. The proposed change is intended to address concerns that defendants who have been acquitted or agree to an alternative outcome in court should not have to face potentially negative consequences associated with the original ticket. Consequences could include disqualification from employment and educational opportunities. Supporters of this measure say that these defendants to ask the court to seal their records immediately does not make them less accountable to the terms of deferred prosecution agreement, but protects their privacy and makes it more likely that they will succeed in turning things around for the better. Council agreed to this change at the first reading and will take a final vote on it at its meeting Tuesday, January 18th. Many Boulderites ride their bike to work in an effort to help the environment, even in the winter. Sometimes it may seem to be an underappreciated contribution to society, but that's not the case on Winter Bike to Work Day, January 19th. You will be rewarded and pampered. Ride to any of these locations and receive a free breakfast from 7 to 9 a.m. and help spread the word about this fun way to commute to work. You can help these businesses plan for breakfast by letting them know that you're on your way when you register online at goboulder.net. Also, registering for Boulder's third annual Winter Bike to Work Day will put you in a drawing to win cycling gear that will make winter riding easier and rewarding. You can win anything from a ski lift ticket to winter biking jackets. This event is not limited to just cyclers. You're going to be rewarded if you walk to work too. This year's festivities are presented by the City of Boulder, Go Boulder, in partnership with the CU Boulder Environmental Center and Boulder County Transportation Department. Do you still have your Christmas tree up, or is it leaning somewhere in the garage waiting to be disposed of in the right way? Western Disposal has made this process much easier for its customers. Western Disposal customers can have their Christmas trees picked up for free until Monday, January 31st. All you have to do is put your tree inside or next to their curbside compost cart on your normal collection day. If you don't have a curbside compost collection, you can still get rid of your tree for free. Just drop it off at the city's yard waste drop-off site located at Western Disposal, 5880 Butte Mill Road. Your trees will be chipped into mulch and turned into compost instead of being dumped into a landfill, which would contribute to greenhouse gas emissions. Last year, Western Disposal collected more than 54 tons, representing thousands of trees. For more information on the yard waste drop-off site, visit westerndisposal.com. That's all the time we have today. You can connect with Inside Boulder News on Facebook by submitting news tips and questions. Just search for the City of Boulder Channel 8. For Inside Boulder News, I'm Jennifer Jacobs. Stick around for more Inside Boulder next.